Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on your spiritual resume. Ooh, this is a good one, family. This is a good one. Your spiritual resume. Ooh. This is a good one because most people aren't even aware that they even have a spiritual resume. But unbeknownst to most humans, we all do. We all do. And depending upon your spiritual resume, that dictates what type of spiritual acts happen in your life. What you don't realize is you just don't make your spiritual resume in this life. You make your spiritual resume in your past lives up until now. There are some people born with innate gifts like they can tap in, strong intuition, medium, oracle. All these things that they're doing are nothing more than what's attributed to them through their spiritual resume. Let's say you were a monk in your past life and you've been meditating for 30 years straight every day, just meditating for at least 30 minutes to an hour every day for the past 30 years in your past life. When you get reincarnated the next time, you may be able to have a strong intuition, more stronger than someone who is out on the block hanging with their friends. You know what I mean? That's your spiritual resume, family. Your spiritual resume is nothing more than all your spiritual attributes that you've corralled together over time. So now that you're aware of your spiritual resume, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What I suggest you do is start meditating today, learning mantras, helping people, being good to people, things like that. All those things help your spiritual resume, family. And depending on how high you're vibrating, that dictates what happens in your life. Me personally, I don't know anyone vibrating low, not working on themselves spiritually, getting a whole bunch of magical spiritual acts happen to them. I just never heard of this person. Me, my wife, other people on our spiritual dream team that's going hard body with our spiritual practices, we're over here winning. We're over here winning. And I don't want you to think if you take a week off from doing your spiritual practices, your spiritual resume is going to go down. It doesn't work like that. It's like compound interest. The more you do, the more you get out of it. You don't just meditate for 10 years or be a solar adept for 5 years and all of a sudden you stop for a week and all of a sudden you don't get good luck anymore. It doesn't work like that, family. Everything happens to you happens for a reason. And if you're suffering, you're going through poverty consciousness, you're in this bad state of spiritual depression, you have to lift yourself up by your bootstraps and start winning, family. It's just as simple as that. Me personally, I define consciousness as the ability to make a choice. Everything that happens to you is a reflection of what's going on inside. And what's going on inside is a choice that you've made. It's just as simple as that. If you have your ancestor altar up, you're feeding your ancestor, you're giving them food, you're saying mantras, you're giving things, sending them well wishes, burning ancestor money and all these things, you're more than likely going to get a stronger connection with your ancestors than someone who doesn't even care about their ancestors. That's just the law of correspondence. And these universal laws transcend time and space. So if someone transitions and I help them on this end, they'll be able to help me on their end as well. So that's why it's so imperative to work on your spiritual resume, get your ancestor altar up, learn these divine prayers, being a good person, helping out humanity and things like that, family. So on that note, family, I hope you got some jewels about developing your spiritual resume. Your spiritual resume is nothing more than a virtual representation of your spirituality, family. That's a spiritual resume. Again, your spiritual resume is nothing more than a virtual representation of your spirituality. Your altar is a physical representation of your spirituality, but your spiritual resume is nothing more than a spiritual representation of your spirituality, family. That's all it is, family. It's a virtual representation of your spirituality. So on that note, family, if you haven't purchased any of my books, Wealth Consciousness, Poverty Consciousness, The Enlightened Talk, and my new book, Dissolving Your Limitations, I don't know what you're waiting on. It's a banger. All my books are bangers, and I make them for you. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't purchased any of my books, go out and do them. So on that note, peace and love, family. Winning!